living in a small space.
잔잔하기만 하던 엄마의 마음에 quite suddenly.
Hey, Jams!
Hi, Joe.
So before I ask you the 20 nutshell living questions, how did you get the name Jams?
Oh, how I got the name Jams. Actually, my sisters named me Jams because no one liked the name Janet in my family. I don't know why I was named it. It doesn't sound that great with a Korean accent either, but it stuck, and so my closest friends and family call me that.
What's in your basket?
Let's see if you can see my basket. I've got lots of passion fruit. This is just over the last 2 days. You open up a passion fruit, they look like this. And they smell like a pineapple, a pear, sinking Joe. These would be great. I know you like a good martini, but a passion fruit martini.
Yes. Is your garden your happy place?
Yeah, I would say the garden is my happy place, and it's therapy and the best stress reliever.
Introvert or extrovert?
I think it's no accident that the name of my channel is Nutshell Living. So it's not only living a small space, but living a very introverted, cozy life.
While we're here, can you show me your favorite tree or flower that you planted in your garden?
Okay. It struggled for so many years, like 3 years before it even had a few more leaves and certainly no fruit. And that is my guava tree. And look how beautiful and bountiful it looks now. I mean, it's a pink guava tree, and there's just lots of fruit. You want to sit over here before we go inside? All right, questions. Go ahead.
Do you remember how we became friends?
Oh, well.
Do you remember how we became friends?
First day you got hired, we were working in what was called the producer's pit. All the producers, no cubicles. We were just in an open room, and you came in with your bubbly energy.
Oh, that was so much fun.
And we were not an easy group, and you got along with everyone, and you did your job so efficiently. And I remember I was going through a tough time with my divorce and didn't really tell anybody, and you said that you wanted to visit me in New York, and I thought, and it was a time where I really needed a friend.
How many years has it been?
Joe, you're so good, so much better with years and dates. So I'm really not sure. I would say venturing on 16 years. Okay.
No, it's been 20 years.
Okay.
So you say that you've lived in a dozen small spaces. Now, I know I've been to 3 of them. What is the most embarrassing moment of living in a small space?
I was married at the time. We rented an illegal 1-bedroom on the Upper West Side, 89th and Riverside. And the bedroom had a false wall, so it barely fit a full mattress. I had there's this much space, maybe like a foot of space. My in-laws came to visit the new space. They beelined right into the back room, opened up the door, and threw their coats in there, and they thought it was the closet.
I just think about it and I start laughing.
And it was embarrassing. I think I made a mental note that for future events, I will never apologize for living in a small space. Why don't we venture inside the cottage? I feel like this is the East Coast, West Coast version of Nutshell Living.
Oh, thanks for having me in.
Yeah, a lot of things have changed since you visited last.
Shoes on, shoes off.
Oh.
Shoes on, shoes off.
Definitely. Shoes off. Read the sign. Say shoes off for every day, and then shoes on for parties, because that makes people more comfortable and it makes the outfit. I get it.
How would you describe your style of decor?
All right, come on in. My style, it's hard to answer in just one sentence, because I've been sort of shorthanding it by saying it's coastal cottage chic, but it really isn't. It's just that I am by the beach. I would say that it really is House and Garden UK I absolutely love every image in that magazine and online. It's a mixture of worn edges, vintage, modern bright colors, and sort of this contrast of styles that I love and contrast of eras. I'm aspiring to have an English cottage by the Pacific Ocean. I would say that's my style so far.
You're a self-appointed maximalist, yet you live in small spaces. Where does this compulsion come from?
I feel so much better that there's now a term for the design style that I love. I would say it's just from my pack rat childhood. I grew up in a large Korean family of pack rats, and my parents repurposed everything. We had hand-me-downs of everything. I wouldn't say that I'm a hoarder, but because I definitely edit all the time. But being surrounded by layers and by my collections makes me feel really at ease and comfortable and cozy.
Show me your favorite painting. What does this say about you?
This woman, Emily Redd, R-E-D-D, she was an art teacher, and I just really love the moodiness of this painting.
You have stacks of design books. Which one would you grab during a fire?
In a fire, huh? I would say over here would be this book, Louise by Louise Bourgeois. She is an amazing sculpturist, and I saw her show in 2008 at the Guggenheim in New York, and it just took my breath away. She works with imagery and symbols of spiders. She calls them mama spider because they represent the female cleverness, the female ability for security and industriousness. And she was 96 at the time of that exhibit.
Wow.
So cool, amazing. And then, Joe, maybe it's okay to
I mean, nothing wrong with the shameless plug.
But this book is my heart. Do you want to head into the dining room? We can chat some more.
More creative in the morning or the evening?
I would say my creative zone really is late night into early morning. And I always have to have a deadline or some kind of pressure to kick me into gear. I'm just that kind of person.
Coffee or tea?
I'm definitely coffee girl.
Favorite cocktail?
I know what your favorite cocktail is. I would say mine is anything champagne based. A French 75 would be perfect right about now. Yeah.
What's your most favorite thing that you've made with your two hands?
There's so many wonderful handmade things in here. This vintage mannequin form, dress form. And then because I was feeling a little lonely in grad school, my parents, both of them, went to the flea market and collected all of these Hollywood Confidential magazines because they knew that I liked that kitschy stuff. And it was the first time I ever decoupaged anything. And I decoupaged the whole entire dress form. Sin on a Dare. All these ads are just so funny.
What color brings you happiness?
Easy answer. It's gotta be green.
What's your next big design project on the horizon?
Okay, I'm glad you asked me this because I've been sitting on this for a while, but I always comb Facebook Marketplace for any vintage finds. After I finish my kitchen, I am going to be doing the bathroom. This piece is a vintage dresser, and I'm going to turn it into a sink.
Oh, wow.
Just pretend this is a ceramic bowl sink, and that will rest on top of
Whoa.
the dresser.
Jams, last question.
Is it already time to say goodbye?
When can I come and visit?
Anytime. Come anytime.
Jams, I'm so
Miss
glad
you,
we got to
bye.
hang out. Bye.